Have you ever considered the frightening reality of cyber fraud in mortgage companies? It might seem far-fetched, but it's a growing concern that can't be ignored. To understand how this could happen, let's look at a parallel from the realm of fast food chains, the Chick-fil-A fraud case. In 2021, 2 former Chick-fil-A employees were found guilty of defrauding the company and customers of nearly $500,000. How did they accomplish this? By redirecting customer payments into their personal bank accounts, using fraudulent email and payment accounts that closely mirrored official Chick-fil-A accounts. If such a scam could occur in a fast food chain, imagine the potential for fraud in the complex world of mortgage companies, where large sums of money are routinely transferred. One of the fraudsters, Larry James Black Jr., even used the stolen money for personal expenses and secured a mortgage using falsified documents. If this could happen within a restaurant chain, imagine the potential for such fraudulent activities in mortgage companies, where transactions often involve large sums of money. In the Chick-fil-A case, the 2 fraudsters faced severe penalties, including maximum sentences of 20 and up to 50 years for wire and bank fraud, respectively. However, the damage was done, and the company and its customers suffered the consequences. With this parallel in mind, it's crucial to understand the importance of safeguarding against cyber fraud in mortgage companies. It's not just about the potential financial loss, it's about the erosion of trust and credibility, which are the bedrock of any successful business. To summarize, cyber fraud is a real and growing concern in the mortgage industry. As seen in the Chick-fil-A case, even seemingly secure systems can be exploited by determined fraudsters. Therefore, it's essential to implement robust security measures, regularly audit financial processes, and foster a company culture of vigilance and integrity. Remember, prevention is always better than cure, especially when it comes to protecting the financial health and reputation of a mortgage company. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay secure.
They let scammers go to the office, change your information without showing any form of ID. But if you wanted to go change something, you would need 2 forms of ID plus your light bill to verify that you live at that address. I'm thinking it's an inside job. I think they are paying people, clerks, to let them steal and getting a percentage off the top. Second, I think the systems are outdated. They are still penciling in. I recently had to take a document down to my property tax office when everything now is electronic. They are mailing me a refund check when we have direct deposit in 2023, which makes no sense. So we know the system is outdated. That's why the scammers are able to scam. And obviously, it's an inside job. They are telling their friends the loopholes, and the loopholes are being taken advantage of. So many people have lost their deeds, titles, because it's easy to go down there and change your name off the deed and off the title. If you're going to do anything with the house, please go to the title company. They have lawyers at the title company.
What is a foreclosure rescue scam? What if you fall behind on your mortgage? You might be close to foreclosure when they take your house from you because you could not pay what was due. Then a company calls. They say they can lower your monthly payment and save your house, but you must pay them a large fee first. Once you pay the money and sign the papers, however, the company disappears. Now you are even more behind on your payments. This scenario happens all too often to people who are struggling to pay their mortgages. Here are some scams to watch out for.
They are making it too easy to steal mortgages. And the only way you can find out if they stolen your information is to go down to the city and see who's on your deed. People can go in without showing an ID matching your information. They have the quick deeds. So this one lady told this guy that he could quick deed her the house for $1. And basically she stole the house. The man's family had to get involved and take this lady to court. There are so many scams. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. My mortgage company is Veterans United. They shut down last month because of hackers were able to get into the system. The scammers are too sophisticated. I think you can go down there, possibly pay a clerk, and she'll give you anything you want to make money off the top. We did have a problem with our local person. She was stealing checks, but they found out about it. So all these people calling, I want to buy your house, I want to buy your house, they have found the loophole. I've heard people say they try to sell their house. They did not get back what was quoted to them because people are taking $15,000 for finder's fees. The mortgage company is taking $20,000. So if you wanted to get $100,000 back, by the time they divvied out all your money, they'll probably give you $20,000 out of the $100,000 that you are owed. So that's why they said do not sell your house, because it's set up to be stolen.
False bailout or lease buyback scheme. Scammers ask you to sign your deed and give it to them. They promise you can stay in your house as a renter. They even say you can buy it back from them. But usually the contract you sign makes it very hard to do that. Then the scammer takes all of the value of your house, stops paying the mortgage, and you get evicted. Bait and switch. You think you are signing papers that will refinance your house and pay what you owe. But really you are signing the deed and giving it to the scammer. The scammers then take out loans against the value of your house. They don't pay the mortgage, and then you get evicted. What about reverse mortgages? A reverse mortgage allows you to convert your home's equity into cash. It's a loan. You get money and get to keep the title on your house. But when you die, sell your home, or move, your estate or your family has to repay the loan. So your family may have to sell the house to pay the loan. Reverse mortgages aren't always a scam, but they're not right for everyone, and they can be used as a scam. Read and understand what a reverse mortgage is. Don't let someone talk you into it if you're not sure it's for you. For more information, go to the Federal Trade Commission's website. Reverse mortgages. What if you need to assume a mortgage? If your spouse dies and his or her name is on your mortgage, you need to take action right away to assume, or take over, the mortgage. You still have to pay the mortgage even if your spouse has died. If you don't, you could lose your house. Call the lender right away and tell them what has happened. They may ask you to send them documents like a death certificate or other documents. Also find out if you are on the deed and the mortgage, often called a deed of trust in Tennessee. There are other things you may have to do, and you may have certain rights. Talk with a probate attorney to help you work through the mortgage assumption. It can be a very confusing process. For help, contact the Tennessee Housing and Development Agency, THDA. They have free foreclosure prevention counselors, and they can help you with a mortgage assumption. Call 855-890-8073, or visit online www.tha.org and go to the bottom of the page on foreclosure prevention for a list of counselors in your area. Fraud for housing is committed by borrowers who, often with the assistance of loan officers or other personnel, misrepresent or omit relevant details about employment and income, debt and credit, or property value and condition with the goal of obtaining or maintaining real estate ownership. There are various forms of mortgage fraud, but the most common is lying about income, which accounts for 25% of all mortgage fraud. Attempting to hide a bad credit history is also a common type of mortgage fraud, and around 20% of mortgage fraud involves lying about an employment situation. Scammers promise to make changes to your mortgage loan or take other steps to save your home, but they don't deliver. Never pay a company up front for promises to help you get relief on paying your mortgage.